find one.
I keep getting you asked by
Actually, speaking of, no, yeah. This is just a small story. And this makes me sound super privileged, but my stepdad and my mom had a housekeeper, and they had to fire her because she was an illegal alien, and she kept smuggling her kids in, and just had her kids just stay around the house and eat the food. And they were all illegal. It was a fun time. Yeah.
I can imagine it was. See, it's a lot easier for me. We don't generally have this problem because we hate Europe.
It's true.
I agree.
It's just who we are. Although I can imagine the number of hate voters that go for Labour this time and make it a lot harder. This election will certainly make the result very interesting. Anyway. How's Trump doing, by the way? His first 100 days.
It's bad.
But 100 days. And he's not dead yet.
Well, yeah, true. And he hasn't been impeached, so I guess that's something.
Oh, he quit. I thought he would have quit by now. I thought he would have just been like, on Inauguration Day, he wins, he stands up and goes, done that, walks and fucks off home or something.
Stands up and, it's a prank, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Amazing.
I was actually a Hillary plant the whole time.
Someone mentioned this on a B-list stream earlier. There's no such thing as an Indigenous Britain. I think does that have anything to do with people's heritage? Or it's just the infamous, like, we all evolved from Africa?
No, it's got to do, I think it's specific to, there's no claim to a cultural commonality in Britain.
I'll just tell the last 4 centuries of my family that.
Yeah, I mean,
we were all farmers, but it's okay. We're not indigenous.
Yeah, I'm going to be alive for the 400th anniversary of my paternal side being in Canada. I guess we should just pack up and fuck off too. I'm not sure where to, but
I think I'd said in the B-list stream that I think anyone who's an indigenous Aussie was technically in an orange jumpsuit in the British prison. We just sent them there because we were bored.
Yep.
And you know why Australia was such an awesome prison for such a long time?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is so much fucking animal nope there that, yeah, sure, you could walk out. There were no fences or anything, but you weren't going to live very long.
That's true. Because it's Australia.
I think I got sucked in not so long ago into these documentaries on American supermax prisons. I thought, wow, that is the most insane, like, I don't know, the most obsessive way to make sure people stay in their prisons.
Well, there's this one. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's a supermax, but it's in Louisiana, I think, and it is a former plantation, and so the prisoners they work on. I don't know. I don't know what the crop is, and they work on the fields basically for free. I mean, obviously for very, very, very low wage, for cents on the dollar, and most of the prisoners in this prison are black. So it's a former plantation that in many ways is still a plantation, but it's now a prison. Wow. It's great.
It's a legal plantation.
It's a legal plantation in the 21st century. And apparently they have. Yeah.
That's amazing. I actually think that's amazing.
Yeah, it's off. It's ridiculous.
Well, is this actually? Is this in a state that is or has a reputation, like for slavery?
Louisiana.
I don't know history. Louisiana
probably has. Here's my awkward story about Louisiana. I mean, I'm clearly not from the U.S. I think it's fairly obvious in my voice.
I've heard you say a boot a few times.
Yeah. And I work with no end of people from Newfoundland who, for them, part of their colloquial language is the term boy. So I picked it up. And I was in Louisiana, and we were waiting to get our car from valet parking. And it was probably a 55-year-old black fellow that was the manager, I guess. I mean, supervisor of some description. And So I go up and I ask, how long will the car be to come down? And he's like, oh, well, they'll get it down when it gets down. It's busy. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure you and the boys are doing the best you can. Snaps. Ain't no boys here, nothing but men. Perhaps the accent didn't give it away, but that's not how we use that term here, where I'm from. So,
what term? Sorry, my sister interrupted me again.
I was in New Orleans the week between Mardi Gras and spring break, and we had the car in one of the valet parking garages. And it was probably 55-year-old black gentleman that was the manager there. Mm-hmm. And I walked up and I'm like, how long do you think the car will be to come down? He's like, oh, well, they'll get it down here. When they get it down here, it's busy. I'm like, oh, well, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure you and the boys are doing the best you can. Ain't no boys here, nothing but men. I'm like, maybe the accent didn't tip you off, but that's not how I use that word. I work with people from Newfoundland. That word is constant, like every second sentence.
Yeah, obviously it's different from region to region, but one word that a lot of people are very derogatory about that I use is y'all, and I hate it.
Oh, you're such a southerner.
I know. I grew up. I don't use. I honestly, you can't really tell what my accent is. Most people can't tell because I have a very default kind of Hollywood accent.
You're so basic.
Yes. Well, I am. Y'all. People always make fun of the fact. Oh, you say y'all. And I'm like, well, you say you guyses. You say you guyses. Yeah.
People say that.
Yeah.
Use guys. What you up to?
Yeah.
I'm okay with them being shot.
As in you guys' car over there. It's just ridiculous.
Are these people? Are these real people? Because that's
well, and you also hear it in people that grew up in particularly in New Jersey and New York.
Yeah.
Right.
My cousin, he used to have he still kind of has it, but not really. He used to have a very heavy speech impediment where he couldn't say his R's. And so they live in Tennessee. And so everyone around him used to think that he was from like Boston or like New York because he couldn't say his R's. And so he sounded like he was from Boston. And it was like, no, he has lived here his entire life. You know him. He's not from Boston. Come on, guys. So, no, they can't say their R's.
Yeah, well, I mean,
anybody seen my khakis?
Oh, my
your
God.
pants?
No, my khakis.
That's what I was thinking just then. Oh, dear.
I need my khakis. I got to drive out and get some coffee.
Oh, God.
Yep.
I'm glad we left you all there. As a winner better, we have some regional accents that are kind of embarrassing.
I feel like Scouser's one of them.
Let's not talk about that.
If you say that word 3 times, cognitive thought comes bursting in.
No, he's Mancunian. He's from the city above.
Oh, okay.
No, Otterface is Scouse, and it drives me insane. She for a guest video we did. I was meant to do, but I couldn't read the tentacle sex book thing for somebody, so I got Otterface to do it. And halfway through, she switched from a regular speaking voice to a Scouse accent, and the whole thing is just me laughing. I couldn't function. It was so bad. Oh dear.
And it's still better than that obnoxious Valley Girl accent.
Oh my God! What? That's just that's just ridiculous. Oh my God!
Gag me with a
spoon. I cannot believe that you would just say that. Just come out and just. Oh my God!
He just did that because he wants to hear that because he gets off to it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good Valley Girl accent.
It's not quite
clearly
Claire
well
White,
practiced.
but
Oh, she does
It's
have
close.
that nailed down.
Oh my. That Blair White is her accent. It's very Valley Girl.
Yeah. Mm. But I saw you in the stream chat to Jeff's video on Woolly Bumblebee earlier. What did you think of that video? Because I found it this morning, and I was gonna do a video on it, and I started cutting it up, and then I saw Jeff's stream, and I was like, huh. Well, that's all my talking points. And more.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not right.
Yeah. I hate Woolly Bumblebee. She's the worst. I do not like
Mark
her.
I've noticed. I think I've noticed since I started my channel, and she contributed to a video I did where Will Wheaton sent out a message saying anyone that says "shut up, Wesley" to me is getting auto blocked. So I made a video of various shitlords simply telling him to shut up, Wesley, and she contributed to it. And it was really funny. You know, it was a funny, to me. It was hilarious because it's me, but it was a very amusing video, and she was funny back then. And then
then she turned full SJW.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
My only like legitimate interaction with her was my second or third video. She was in the comments section having a fit at me because according to her, you can't call it the men's human rights movement. That's just a thing that Paul Ellum and A Voice for Men do, and they have nothing to do with men's rights. And I'm like, what?
I've heard that term used before. I heard Dr. Van der Kam use it. I think I heard what was originally Men's Rights Edmonton use it.
Yeah. Although I think
I heard him
Men's Rights Edmonton has, I think he's changed his channel name.
Yeah, he changed it to non-feminist humanitarian something.
Something like that.
It rebranded, which is fine. He achieved his goals. I didn't understand why the distinction needed to be made, though. I think he gave him the H, that is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I never got labels to begin with.
Megan, if you're going to complain that it's ideal that all of the criminal elements be left in places that are not Britain, could you do something about British media being absolutely fucking absurd?
But I need them for the kicks. The British media, and I think Mr. Brutal Bite can agree, is an absolute joke.
Oh my god!
In this case, actually, I'm wrong. Apparently, the Daily Telegraph is from Sydney, which is in Australia.
Okay. I'm sure they're linked to a company that's linked to our media somehow.
I would imagine.
Well, you've got the Fox of
Murdoch,
Britain. You got Sky News.
Yeah, that's Sky
Fox, because it's from the same guy.
I take enough issue with BBC News. I think it's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
cringy IT intros.
Beer for a second, Megan. God, taxpayer-funded media, and it's just the cringiest shit ever.
I've been working on a I asked people if they wanted me to do a video on the TV license, and I have started writing for it. But it's very hard to not try and bring up so early that the BBC protected some paedophiles, and yet that was Jimmy Savile back in whenever he was at the height of his fame on Top of the Pops.
Yeah,
and more because he went to kids' hospitals as well. And it's like, are you out of your mind?
I mean, I don't have much on the history or like recent history, but I do actually have a book that has a chapter in it that details about the BBC.
Can you link me that book? Oh, tell me what it's like. Yeah, called so I can look at it. That'd be brilliant.
It's about. It basically goes around the whole world.
There was I think a Metropolitan Police ran an operation called Operation U-Tree, and so many people. Oh my god. It's so embarrassing that these people got away with it for so long, and quite a few TV presenters as well, like children's presenters that I grew up with. I loved like Rolf Harris. I loved watching him and his art.
I watched him all the time.
Yeah, so did I. He did fantastic art stuff, and he did it in front of a studio audience, and it was amazing to watch. But wow,
edge now to it. If you watch it back again, I bet it would look a bit sinister.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't want to watch it back.
It's like Two Little Boys, didn't he?
It's like I found out there's a band called Lost Prophets, and I was a huge fan of them. And then I found out they're singing with a paedophile, and I was like, I just bought your new album, you bastards.
Oh, he was the worst.
I can't listen to music anymore. It's just terrible.
Well, and then we've also got
the patriarchy for this.
Apparently, we've also got Antifa groups being associated with NAMBLA now.
Really?
Yep.
Hang on, which NAMBLA?
The bad one.
Right. The Marlon Brando one.
No, hang on. Let me go find the article.
Yeah, but I took this class and it was I'm still taking the class technically. It's international electronic media, and it also details state-run and state-funded media all around the world. So it's got BBC, it's got Voice of America, the Voice of Germany. I mean, it's Deutsche Welle.
What do you study?
I am journalism, and so
fantastic. So you looked up the definition of the word integrity and were told immediately to forget it.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what. Pretty much. I mean, I've got this. I pull it out of my. I've got a notebook, and I've got this paper, and it's the Society of Professional Journalists Code of Ethics, and I feel like all journalists these days take it and then set it on fire immediately.
Right.
We're taught how to be, ethical, but it's like, or we could get our story out
first. And lie and mislead and
exactly.
And stretch the truth, and
you put the story out there, and then you can just retract it later in a column in the back pages.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can do what some have done, where they put an article out, it's been poorly received, and then write a little update.
Yep.
Claiming it was internet trolls that caused the article to be pulled.
Yep.
Oh, you mean like the every single article written about Trump during the election, where I don't recall what newspaper it was, but every single one had an editor's note at the bottom that Trump is a racist, misogynist, sexist, xenophobic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
The Daily Mail had to actually put a formal apology on their website to what's his wife, Melania?
Yeah.
Stuff they said about her during the election, and it was there for about a week. But they tried to make it small, but it had to be at the top of the page so everyone could see it.
Classy.
Yeah, I know, right? Just embarrassing.
Yeah, there's a reason why my Twitter description says a journalism majorly disappointed with journalism, because I weep daily. If I actually had real emotions, I would weep daily.
Or is it like you're a robot?
Don't. Yeah, I know. It's great.
It's always easy to just tell people I'm dead inside. It makes it a lot easier to explain my voice.
Mm. Yeah, when I take it as a great compliment when people tell me that I'm almost, when people tell me that I'm almost exactly like April Ludgate from Parks and Recreation.
I like that show.
I loved that show. It was great.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of kinship with April Ludgate. Because
Mark, I also hate Sorry, go on.
I also hate people.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I saw the Antifa article Mark put on the screen, and I forgot about it.
That's okay. I can share it again while she's talking.
What? Yes, please keep talking, robot.
Oh, I just said I hate people. I hate people a lot, and
that's right.
Yesterday I said that I don't like to talk to people because I think that they're beneath me.
Tell us more, Anna.
That's right. You hide behind your robot avatar and you say that. Robot selfie avatar.
I think Anna Satan's opinion should tell us more about how she's better than us. Fucking better than us.
Yeah. I'm the right-leaning Anna Kasparian.
Oh God! Wow! Who was I talking to yesterday about her? Somebody mentioned that they think when she's angry, she's hotter. It sounds like something Mark would say as well, annoyingly.
No, I have yet to find her particularly attractive, actually.
It may have been Irate Bear on his stream yesterday, and somebody, either he or someone else, it may have actually been him actually, that said whenever she gets angry, he just wants to pounce on that. When I hear her do that, I'm like, I get the earplugs out from. Yeah, they don't leave my ears. She's such a tolerant person. Get off the stage, you fat fuck.
And then talks about freaking fat acceptance.
Yeah.
And how she's better than all of us.
I know, and she really is. You are garbage.
They are. Did anyone watch that? Did anyone watch them during the live during the election night?
That was my favorite thing. I loved that. They all just.
I had that on all night. I was laughing the whole time.
They went from having so much hope for humanity. They just looked so happy.
Just the breaking of the spirit.
I know. They progressively just started hating everything more and more until literally they had no hope left at all. You just saw someone break their spirit.
Well, it was also fascinating to see just how sore a loser, and they had to look to things to blame for it. Oh, it's
white women.
And then, the white people. Well, they do vastly outnumber every other race in your country.
Yeah.
You can blame them if you want. It's like in our country, they blamed... there is a correlation, of course, with Brexit. There was an academic background somewhat. But that's no excuse. Maybe you should have, instead of trying to scare people into voting to remain, you should have gone out of your way to make things easier to understand. I spent 3-4 weeks before I decided to vote leave because I knew how complicated it was to make the decision because there was so much to read.
Yeah. The thing is that the fault lied with Hillary and her camp. It did not lie with how great Trump was, because we all know he wasn't or isn't still. He's awful, but at least he was better than Hillary, and that's what people prove.
Careful! You're going to trigger some people by saying that.
That's the only reason he won.
Sorry,
that's the only reason he won at all, because that's who they picked to run against him.
Yeah, well, and also
I did. Sorry, go on.
Well, and they did, and the fact that journalism and the Democratic Party completely ignored flyover country. That's one thing that I've mentioned a lot of times, that is why they lost above all.
Leaderless?
I think
no, Keith Ellison is their new chair, I thought, or co-chair. I mean, and the worst part of that is that they've got whoever the Hispanic guy is. I can never remember his name. But then they've got Keith Ellison, who is avowedly anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
And David Duke immediately came out in favor of Keith Ellison, a black man, because they are both virulently anti-Semitic. What?
Nice. I did think it was very interesting that I did want to do a video on this one on Jacqueline Glenn when she complained about the result, because she did say if you voted third party, you essentially voted for Trump. But instead, I just took that quote and put some random memeage on it and stuck it on Twitter because I thought it's so funny to hear that kind of. I mean, I know your system is pretty much two party, isn't it?
At this point, yes, it is. It's always pretty much been.
Do you think it'll ever get to 3 party, maybe 4?
I don't think so. We don't have a it's more majority rule. It's not pluralistic like yours.
Yeah, sucks to be you guys, I guess.
Yeah,
at least the Constitution's in one place, though.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is that a lot of people in Europe, especially, don't really understand how our Constitution works and how, especially, our Bill of Rights work, because it's written in a different way than you guys. I mean, your unwritten kind of informal Constitution and rights.
It's called a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
We just shook hands and agreed on it.
Permit me to trigger a number of people and suggest that it's a social contract.
Oh, please
that guy
don't.
T is literally shaking right now.
Oh, yeah.
Although speaking of a document that you guys do have, and really did help with the West. The Magna Carta. I actually
Yeah,
have.
Magna
I'm
Carta.
descendant from someone who chartered it.
Really? That's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't knock that. Well, try, but can't.
But then, I mean, then they all moved to America.
There are quite a few arguments that, like, our country especially isn't a democracy because of our queen. I've seen a number of people who are very anti-royal family make that argument.
It's a parliamentary monarchy or a constitutional monarchy.
It's a constitution.
There is this thing that happens when Parliament starts. This guy called Black Rod, and no, he's not black, and no, his name is not Rod. He represents the Queen, and then he walks up to the parliamentary doors, and they slam them in his face as this sort of symbolic gesture of separation of Parliament acting, without the Queen's influence. I always find that quite amusing because I'm very sad. Do you have any idea how satisfying it is to watch massive doors slam in this tiny guy's face?
Is he referred to as black because it's some comment about them damn black Irish or something?
I don't know. I just the name Black Rod's all I ever hear. I never bothered to look it up because I'm lazy. Research. Who does that?
Didn't he actually have a star? He's actually got black milk.
Let's not throw too many rocks at people that are outside of the US about not understanding how the electoral system or the Constitution works, because I spent probably a month after the election as a Canadian having to inform people that claim that they're liberal how the Electoral College is actually designed so that the top 10 most populous states don't run everything.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There was a picture of that, wasn't there? Going around explain. It was a very simple picture of the states explaining the Electoral College.
It's so simple a child can figure it out. Okay, that's the thing, is that it's made so that there's not a majority rule. It's so that people in other states actually do have a voice. It's supposed to work that way. It's that's why we have instead of a democracy, because we aren't a democracy. We are a representative republic. And that is actually put in place so that minority rights and minority opinions can still be there, so that the majority does not isn't tyrannical towards the minorities. It's like the point.
But isn't the point of having a semi-democracy so that the people get what the people want?
Well, it's. I mean, obviously, it's inspired a lot by democracy, but it's not a pure democracy. It's
no, I know it's not a pure democracy. But don't you think that countries should represent the will of the majority of the people?
Well, yes, I do believe so, but also at the same time, if you want to be a free country, a country that that represents all and not just the majority.
Or like the more densely populated areas.
Yes. Yeah, that's the point, is that you don't just get a president based on Los Angeles, New York, Austin. You don't get those major population, Chicago. You don't get Chicago, New York, Los Angeles dictating what the president's going to be, because that would be how it would happen.
Didn't this happen? I remember vaguely that the last Republican president, didn't he win his first term because of the Electoral College as well?
Yep.
Yeah, George W.
Against
W.
I get the point of the system. I just don't know that it's necessarily the best way to do things.
We have this first past the post thing here, and we have our system. Like last election, I think it was 4 million people voted UKIP or something, but they got one seat in Parliament.
Yeah.
Which made no sense at all, but it was simply down to the rules of how MPs are distributed around the country.
Yeah, that. There are obviously failings when it comes to certain things. When you're making a government, it's a bit hard to foresee flaws you're going to have. But I think that the Electoral College is, for the most part, a relatively sound way of doing things without overcomplicating it, even though it's already complicated as is.
Do you think there'll be a way to? I'm not saying that the US needs to improve its system or anything, but do you think they could?
I mean, maybe, but there is obviously the fact that it would take a very long time. It would have to take everyone agreeing that that would be how it would work. And so we would literally have to actually call another constitutional meeting, I suppose. I don't know what the official name is.
A better question would be, are we capable of doing anything? And not, are we capable of changing that?
Yeah.
Well, we can't seem to do a darn thing in this country.
That's part of the
bipartisan with the bipartisan nature of everything. Yes, I think that both sides are so dogmatically opposed to the other that it does. Yes, with our two-party system, and that's one of the. I mean, that it's been that way since our second president. We've had two parties since our second president. Our first president was an independent. He didn't want any parties, but after that, we had the Federalists, the Anti-Federalists, we had the Democratic Republicans, and then we had and then now we have what we know, which both from the same ideologies, they eventually formed into the Democratic Party and the GOP. And so that's the thing, is that it's been that way since the beginning of the country. It's changed, but ideologically, for the most part, they've actually been relatively similar in approaches.
What does the GOP stand for? What does GOP stand for?
Grand Old Party.
What?
Grand Old Party.
Right.
I thought it stood for something else.
Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm late. I thought it was starting in half an hour, man. My bad.
That's okay.
Did you use Google to get the times? I did the same thing, and it made me miss it as well.
Yeah, I Googled.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I compared GMT or whatever the fuck we told me.
Yeah, if you put into Google 10 p.m. GMT, it says it's only 6 hours behind for me, but in reality, it's actually 7 hours behind.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's because daylight savings.
I couldn't give us a flat Earth. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Well, there are a lot of people who believe that we already have one.
I keep getting told this.
FlatEarthSociety.org. It's pretty interesting.
Although it's a dying society, but it's very thriving on the internet, but unofficially.
Yes, and it's got members all over the globe, apparently.
They do. It is dying.
Did you say that? Fuck it out.
That's actually something that somebody posted to social media.
Jesus
got members all over the globe.
That's actually pretty. I like that.
Honestly, I think the only thing that would help the Electoral College at this point is, I think it's Nebraska and Maine both theoretically can empower individual districts to vote as the populace wills. So I'll just use Maine because I know how many electoral districts they have. They have 4. So in this last election, theoretically, had they empowered the electoral districts that way, 3 of them would have voted for Hillary and 1 for Trump, as opposed to what happened, which was they said, no, we're voting as a block, and all of the votes went to Hillary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like the winner takes all stuff with the states. I do not like that.
And as far as I understand, Nebraska and Maine have had that for a couple of elections now. So it's a framework that could be applied. I don't know how successful it would be, but it looks like it is a step better than just winner takes all state by state electoral college voting.
Because then you would have a few electoral votes going from, say, Texas, where you get stuff from Austin, and then I believe most of the Democratic stuff is from Austin, and then maybe San Antonio and perhaps El Paso.
I think there's one district associated with Dallas-Fort Worth that consistently votes blue.
Yeah.
The same thing in California. Rural California tends to be red, and urban California tends to be blue.
Very blue. And you got Orange County, who's red.
Oh.
It's in the middle of like blue country, but it's Orange County. It's just really Republican.
Orange County with that place at the Chopper program. Orange County Choppers. Do you remember that?
And Real Housewives of Orange
County family,
and all sorts of ridiculous reality TV.
Dude, the bikes were amazing.
The bikes were amazing.
I love that.
I don't know how to figure out why they call it reality TV. It's clearly not reality.
Yeah, no.
How do we start talking about politics? Did that girl? Did you do politics in fucking uni this week or something?
I learn politics all the time. Okay, I'm a journalism major. I need to know politics.
Yeah, right.
Unless I want to do, fluff pieces about.
I want to know where Bering found an actual piece of cringe earlier that he was streaming with Sugar Tits.
Which cringe? Which cringe?
The guy talking about white privilege and stuff like that.
Oh, that was on.
Oh, he made up a word as well. I don't even know.
Oh yeah. Fuck, what was it? It was. It's on the tip of my tongue.
No. Privilegism.
Prejudice.
Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
That was on. I found that on everydayfeminism.com.
I'm a bit jealous, really, because I spent the entire day watching Christy Winters stuff.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to hurt myself. Okay. No, I was watching her stream thing with Christy Winter with Woolly Bumblebee. After I watched Woolly Bumblebee's video this morning, I watched both parts of that, and then I watched all 4 parts of her thing with Michael Rowlands.
Yeah, I did watch
and obviously, and the thing came up right. I mean, I told Mark this earlier. Minus the fact, and probably that girl, minus the fact that Michael and Wooly both sucked Christy Winter's clip dry.
Yeah,
there was a universal theme of Bering, of course, because Bering. Christy said she even keeps a close eye on Bering's activities and harassment. Yes.
Oh, she does. Yeah, she does for sure.
Yeah.
She started fucking DMing like people associated with me, just like trying to turn them against me. Like she would DM people on Twitter if you're friends.
That's
Are you okay? That's exactly.
That's very grown up of her. Yeah.
That is some fucked up tactics because I have experienced that shit firsthand.
And it's happened to a lot of people. Like I'm talking like probably 20 or 30 people have told me that they've just out of the blue received like DMs or emails from her just saying.
But it's very interesting because
in fact, I even got an email yesterday. Like it was a CC. Someone had emailed her back saying, "This is disgusting," and it looked like Christy like asking for personal information and shit on me. But I think it might have been one of those phishing. I think it might have been fake. Because there's a couple of things that are strange. But what I don't get though is that it was sent to Christy, who sort of on-sent it to me. Sorry. She on-sent something to me because she saw that I was CC'd into it when this woman who apparently got emailed from Christy responded. But what gets me is like I do the slightest thing. Again, I'll do a tiny little thing, and she makes 6 videos about it. Now, why has she stayed silent on this?
She mentioned on the stream, one of the streams she did, one that she whenever Michael mentioned watching original videos to ones that are being responded to, she only ever saw the responded videos, not the originals. So context there, fantastic. But also whenever Michael or Wooly or any other name got mentioned about allying with them to talk to people across lines, so to speak, she was the only person that didn't say anything about that. Whereas Michael said he would talk to people who he disagreed with, and obviously Wooly, she'll stir shit with people she disagrees with.
She'll have none of that. She's just she's close.
I had a nice casual DM conversation with Michael until he realized I didn't actually like him that much.
Oh, but you're a robot.
I know. Well, he.
Sorry, what did you say? But you're what?
What?
You can talk. Omegon, you said, but did you say, but you're a robot? I just want to know what you meant by, but you're a robot.
Oh, she's a robot, didn't you know?
Well, seriously, I don't know why he didn't realize that I wasn't actually that nice of a person and that I really didn't want to have that big of a friendship with him because I literally made a video called Michael Rowlands is not very funny.
It's all the flirting.
I remember that.
He's weird. He literally talks to all the girls.
Yeah, because he's a ladies' man. He's a total ladies' man.
Dude, have you not heard him sing at Tim Blake's wedding? That guy brings all the girls.
Satanic ritual.
Yeah. Wasn't that a weird video? That was a fucking weird video.
It felt like a massive thing for this is how you don't dox everyone by putting the most awkward audio over everything. And he married Tetris. Congratulations.
And when his missus was talking, like when she was like doing the vows and that, why did he make her sound like the Swamp Thing? Why not just put silence there? Like,
dude, don't discriminate against her voice. All I heard was wah.
You can't hear any. You couldn't hear anything. You literally all you heard was like the sound of Satan, like cursing his people. Like
I have to
Oh,
admit,
okay. Well, that's what I mean. Surely silence is better than Satan. Surely.
seriously.
yeah, I did think his initial speech bit, when they're exchanging vows, I actually thought that was quite funny. The awkwardness, it just seemed to be him.
Yeah.
He's so
Just
awkward.
spot on. It's beautiful. All we needed, only thing to make that better would have been a pair of aviators and him just randomly saying you're an autist.
Yeah.
I would have loved that. I would have loved that. Still, congratulations,
Seriously.
Tim.
Yeah. But seriously though, Michael, he and I had a very nice, I guess friendship would be the word. But then he realized that no, I wasn't going to let go of the fact that, he kept telling my friends that they're rape apologists. I'm not for that, okay? Please stop it.
Yeah.
Why was he telling your friends that?
He thinks he can charm you into like going, you know what? They are total record.
Yeah, Jeff Holliday's a piece of shit. Barry's a piece of shit. Yeah, sure. Okay.
He charmed me with his logical llama by doing a video to me, which is and which I thought was hilarious. And Suit Yourself this morning sent to me because he didn't know that I'd seen it. He thought it'd be a great idea for me to respond to it. I'm like, nah, this is too funny.
I just find it amusing that Michael decided that me arguing with him about patriarchy was grounds enough to block me on Twitter. It's like 15 back and forth, and nope, you're blocked. You don't believe in patriarchy. Well, carry on then.
He mentioned blocking people, but he said you had to be, I think, something like really fucking stupid. Like he mentioned blocking cognitive thought, I think, because he's been really fucking stupid.
He blocked me. You know why? He blocked me? Because he had hurt feelings. Because the thing is that I had originally blocked him because I wanted to be a cunt to him. Okay, I really wanted to be just as rude as possible. And so I blocked him, and then I unblocked him because I wanted to rant at him. And then he was like, "Oh, you unblocked me?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." And then he blocked me.
They deserved it.
Because he literally, I guess he was just crying to himself.
Well, what? Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. Fuck.
Christy Winters, Riley Dennis, and Michael Rowlands are the only ones who've blocked me.
Riley blocked me before I knew about it. Steve Shives blocked me before I knew about it.
Steve Shives still doesn't block me.
I think Christie's blocked me without knowing it as well. None of the other little brain trust potato crowd blocked me.
I've had several people try to get me in contact with Ranting Feminist and Chrisiosity, and nothing's ever come of it. I mean, I've tried to be polite about the fact that I think they're absolutely full of bullshit, but
yeah, Chrisiosity follows me actually. The only exchanges I've had with her are shit posting related and a couple others. It was fine.
Me and Tim go back and forth fairly well, but that's because I think Tim actually wants to at least try to be a decent human being and have a conversation.
Isn't he just a troll?
Tim?
He's so fun to trigger. He's so fun to trigger.
Yeah. Well, I love that stream you did with Tim, and you just I kept for 5-10 minutes just shouting over each other.
Yeah, I kept calling him a motherfucker or something.
Yeah.
Yesterday I ranted at Tim because while I was drunk, I was at a bar and I was very drunk and I ranted at him. Well, true. But no, it was because
did you fucking ring him up on Skype or something and say I'm drunk? I just wanted to yell at you.
No, he had a thing on Twitter, and so I just ranted at him on Twitter because I was angry because he was basically conflating the whole Daddy 05 situation to like YouTube bullies.
Oh, I saw that. That was the longest, most boring fucking conversation. That's why I didn't join it. It's just ridiculous. It's still going this morning.
Yeah, really? I got into it, and then I had somebody drag Satiritician's video where he apparently called some 16-year-old feminist not talking enough. Yeah. It's like
so. Yeah, Ranting Feminist did a response to the video, and I love this video. Obviously it's just a typical whatever response video, and in the comments I saw Sean Head, and she wrote that videos like this make me ashamed of my channel. And so I go to her channel and notice that her video on Satiritician's not there anymore. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. You moan about other people, but on other people's videos on that person you've even removed your own video on. fuck me, let it go.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that I mean that the thing is that what I did is I literally just I was very angry because I have dealt with emotional abuse and I have so literally trying to conflate the two, trying to conflate bearing with someone who abused me when I was a kid. What the fuck is that about? That's fucked up. And so I was very angry.
And I took a
not
slightly
surprised.
different take on it because I the way Tim worded it led me to believe that he considers the people that Bering is disagreeing with are childlike. And I have no compunctions about agreeing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's their thing. That's their thing. though. They love this fucking. They love because I think it fucking gets to me. They love to do this thing where they say, "Oh, Bering just goes after kids." Like,
You fucking literally.
That's quite a common one, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like,
Well,
oh, he only attacks the teenager.
Show me them. Show me them. Go and point out a few examples.
No, I'm not.
And meanwhile, something like 25% of Christie's channel is about you, and almost a third of it is about Sargon.
Oh, actually, yeah, Sargon came up in that stream with Michael, and they were talking about the about that doxing video Michael did with the guy that hit the other with the chain.
Mm.
Do you know that? Oh, whatever it was.
Oh,
he hit him with.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty freaking awesome.
See,
I just felt like Michael was missing the whole point.
Oh,
Here's my-
absolutely. Yeah, they get
Michael
blinded
is
totally.
special. He's special.
Yeah.
Oh, he's special.
Yeah, that's what he is. Michael is special. He's
Yes,
that's a nice way of saying that he's retarded.
But
Back
to be
of the
honest,
bus window liquor.
there's a difference between like the doxing controversies that have occurred over the last year and a bit, and doxing somebody who has appeared at a rally or an event that has become violent. Once you're engaging in criminal activity, you are now of public interest.
Yeah.
And while I don't agree that splashing their information all over social media is appropriate, you certainly could hand it over to the police. That would be totally reasonable.
Yeah.
But
I don't think
social
the police wanted it.
justice.
Yeah. It's to smash the patriarch and the white supremacy. It's to bash the fash.
Yeah, except for
So,
all the times I get
who
called
else-
a fascist.
Who else have we got here? We've got is Brutal your name?
Two of my patrons.
Either.
Yep. That's a cool fucking avatar. I think I've seen that before.
Done a few of these every time someone brings it up. I like it though.
Yeah. So is that just an animated GIF?
Yeah, I must have been there about 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how I did it.
I don't know who this marking dad is, but he muscled his way in. It's not like I've known him for nearly 2 years. I have no idea who he is.
You know,
Have you got a channel marking bag? Do you make videos now?
I do. I haven't been making enough content recently.
He did do.
Need
He did
to
do
actually find something.
SJW stuff. The anti SJWs. He did a pretty good series on that.
I did all 10 of them separately. Because apparently I need to punish myself for Lent or something.
Yeah, I don't actually do that much content either. But I still claim that I have a channel. But most of the time, I just post on Twitter. It's pretty much what I do. Although I am supposed to actually have some time off in the next week or so I actually will be doing content. But then I'll be busy for another month, so that's fun.
Yeah, but at least you have the excuse of school.
You should really challenge yourself and do a really robust feminist argument. Like, I don't know. Can you think of one?
I honestly I can't think of one.
No, I can't either.
Exactly.
Sorry.
What is a robust feminist argument? I think that she actually put like a link of like a whole academic source to like talk about what a robust feminist argument is, and I was like, that's not gonna help. Just give me one. I'll argue it.
Did you see Noel Plum's video yesterday? That was pretty good.
That was quite. Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty good.
That wasn't bad at all. Jeez, he gets frustrated. He lets it get to him too much. I reckon you can tell he gets this sort of his heart slows type of frustrated. You know, or he's having heart murmurs sort of thing.
He gets invested, I think.
Don't get that involved. Just sit back and just fucking laugh at him because it.
It's the only thing you can do, really.
Yeah, that's right. You're never ever going to have an exchange with someone like Christy Winters and feel as if you've gotten your pound of flesh. Feel as if you've gotten your point across and you've done what you've set out to do. You'll never get
I
that.
engaged with her once, and you know what she did? She commented on a video of I did a ranting feminist, and all she did was talk about you, and you weren't in the video. And that's not a joke. Within 10 minutes, I had her, Tim, and Michael all comment on the video together about 3 days after I published it. And Michael basically said that anyone's uninformed, basically anti-feminists are uninformed. Tim, I know, insulted me. And Christy talked about you. That fan-fucking-tastic. You want me to forward that to him or something? I don't have a forwarding address. Fucking hell. I'm still blocked by her, but fucking fine.
Yeah, I'm still blocked by
I'm
her.
not triggered.
What about this new one that they're trying to bring into the fold? Have you seen her? She's some fucking...
Micaiah?
No, she's been...
Ashley?
Woolly Bumblebee?
No, Ashley.
it the one that's
not
part
Ashley.
descriptive?
No, it's his other one. Fuck, she's got a... she's got a rather rotund figure.
I know that Ashley does food reviews. Like she did a freaking Oreo review, and I was like, "What?
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes."
I could do a
How
better
do you
review of a
review
can of Monster.
fuck.
I could do a review of a microwaved tea.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes,
More
microwave
about
tea.
this.
That's what it. Yeah, I microwave my tea.
That fuck.
Come to England, you'll be stuck in the Tower of London.
Why would you microwave your tea?
Because it's easy.
No, it's not. Just get a kettle, boil it, and make tea.
I buy a kettle. I have a.
Yeah.
No.
I just want to say that the
So
Queen
you
would put you
Chernobyl
in the
your
Tower of
fucking
London.
water before you fucking put a tea bag in it and drink it. That's fucked. That is fucked. You're not living life.
You don't need to be drinking that dirt water anyway.
So,
I thought Southern Americans fucking like tea. I thought it was.
Oh yeah, no, we do.
Apparently,
we
do for the microwave.
No,
Some.
okay, no. When we make iced tea, we do it over the stove. We do it in a not a kettle, but like a
Giant
pot.
pot.
Yeah, and we just you need to make sure it's hot enough so you can put the sugar in. If you ice the tea before you put the sugar in, it will not turn out.
Never understood iced tea. Iced tea is fucking weird.
No, fuck you.
That's all anybody drinks down here in Texas, man.
Can't
Iced tea.
breathe. Blasphemy.
It's just weird.
We do
So
ours
can-
fun.
Can we all
It's great.
congratulate on Michael Rowlands on his amazing feats as a powerlifter?
As a what? Man, I feel there's something I should.
Hang on a second. I got
jeez.
to everyone. There we go. Everyone can see that now. Well done, Michael. You didn't shit yourself when you lifted.
Apparently,
Fucking hell!
this
Why the?
individual is blowing women's records just completely out of the water.
Yeah, because
I wonder why.
It's fucking
Possibly
fuck,
because he transitioned after puberty.
Well, it's like the
Yeah.
UFC fighter that is absolutely annihilating all the other women in her division.
Fallon
that,
Fox.
That trans person there was fucking 32 or something. When
I don't want to discriminate against people, but seriously, that's just ridiculous. Okay, that just it's to the point where it's just not fair.
I wonder if I can claim that I'm trans age and I can maybe go play football against the under 15s.
Hey, if
Okay,
if
well, that would be pedophilia.
Can be a 6-year-old girl, you
actual
can do it.
football.
MMA
Not hand egg ball.
Fox.
Imagine if like they did start to do that, because like there's been because a lot of states let you change your gender on your birth certificate or your sex. So imagine if they actually started letting people change their age, right? So imagine that fucking that Stephanie fucking weird thing that was, you know, a 7-year-old girl. Imagine they went and changed their sex and their age, right? Then the next week, like, they're caught rolling around in the grass with a fucking 5-year-old.
Oh God!
But it wouldn't be illegal, would it? Because they're legally 6 or legally
You
7.
know what I'd do? I'd stick the fucker back in school.
I think they'd want
Good
to
luck
be
to you.
there.
You get a do-over. You get to go to school. But if you have a heart attack, good luck explaining that one.
Well, I think they enjoy that. I think that's their point.
Yeah,
Because if
no.
you did that, you'd
Therapy,
also have to
fucking
take care of them
therapy.
and pay their bills for them and all that. So that's just
Does that
that's
mean I
playing
can
their game. Just
age
you're
of
fucking 55, cunt. Just get back to work. Fuck you. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I think Stephanie or whatever it's spelled in a fucking weird way.
Yeah.
Took a job shoveling snow, even though
Yeah.
she was identifying as a 6-year-old girl. You were shoveling snow. What? Okay,
But
that's what all 6-year-old girls do.
You know the really fucked up thing about that story is as well is so he's apparently like this 6-year-old girl and he's found a mummy and daddy and his daddy fucks him up the ass.
Oh,
That's not you're not playing this game authentically, mate. That's not what
And the dude
6-year-old
has
girls
like
do.
5 kids. He had like
Yeah.
5 kids. So it's like
Oh god, they must be that must be more embarrassing than having a dad called Warrior, which was a thing at one point.
Who had a dad called Warrior?
Remember there was a wrestler called the Ultimate Warrior. He changed his name by default to Warrior. No joke. His kids were all last named Warrior as well.
Oh my god.
It's a badass name.
It is,
Yeah,
so
totally
good,
is.
isn't it?
Indeed, totally, yeah. All that face paint. Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just really, I honestly, I have a lot of compassion for people, even though I don't have any emotions.
You have heaps of emotion when you're drunk, and you put a lot of pictures on Twitter when you're drunk.
Oh yeah, I really do. I go on like these moral, ethical, emotional rants, and then I also like to post a lot of pictures of myself because I
noticed the
love
drunk pictures,
myself.
and I'm
so
like,
much.
not a single change in expression. Holy shit, you are a robot.
Yeah.
You've been paralytic, and I couldn't tell.
One of them, I did kind of like my eyes kind of like looked a little different.
Where are the drunk
glazed
people?
over.
Are these on Twitter? Have you got,
Yeah, they're on Twitter. She even says that she's drunk in the picture.
Yeah.
Your spelling's great, by the way. You're lucky you've autocorrect, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I'm pretty good at spelling when I'm drunk, even when I'm drunk. I'm just really emotional. I'm just very emotional when I get drunk.
What do you get emotional
Maybe it's a
about?
particular.
What are you emotional with?
Well, I got emotional with Tim. I was literally in a bar, and all I was doing was just replying to Tim for some reason.
What were you drinking that led to this?
Okay, well,
state?
What happened? What I drank is I drank a martini at dinner, and then I had a vodka Coke right before we left, and then I had what was it? I think it was a Vegas shot or something, like Vegas bomb or something like that. It was just a bunch of different alcohols, and then no, I've had those, but it was like a Vegas. So it had like Monster energy drink and also like a bunch of different kinds of alcohol. And then I had a whiskey Coke,
like a vodka Red Bull thing or something, but just a bit more adventurous.
Yeah. And then I had an Irish car bomb.
What's that?
So yeah, that was yeah. So I had a lot of
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
well, I don't know what it is. You drop this thing into
Guinness.
I forget what kind of liquor it is, but you drop a shot into Guinness beer and then chug it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's I think it's whiskey.
We
supposed to drop Irish whiskey into it.
It's some kind of whiskey.
You're
right.
This thing we used to sell a lot of when I went to uni. It was just called Death. It was basically 2 shots of every single spirit in a flagon, and then just topped up with a small amount of lemonade. Yeah, that pretty much did it. Its name was pretty apt. Only cost 20 quid as well to get smashed. And this was like when vodka Red Bulls were incredibly popular, and I couldn't understand why. I thought it was a waste of vodka to mix it with shitty Red Bull.
Tons of people die drinking that kind of stuff too, an upper and a downer at the same time.
Four Loko.
Yeah, like Four Loko.
Yeah, I never got that. It didn't appeal to me. You get drunk and you get a bit sugar rush or whatever. I just didn't get it.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of soldiers die from that every day, all the time.
At least they have these
Just say I was in bars in the 90s and they were selling vodka Red Bulls like crazy back then. People used to go mad.
This was like mid 2000s as well. They had these booths and like venues at gigs and everything, and they were all official Red Bull. They even had a car, like a Mini Cooper, that was all painted up in Red Bull colors with massive Red Bull cans and stacks were in this car because they were some kind of party executive, and they just go to parties and hand out Red Bull and vodka.
Like Duff Man.
This is just over the top.
Oh, that's what I need to add to that meme I just made about Kermit drinking milk and giving the okay sign. I got to add Red Bull to that because apparently the Red Bull owner is going to start his own Breitbart, and I'm sure that's going to be labeled as white supremacy immediately.
Everything's white supremacy these days.
Yeah, did you know that quoting Martin Luther King is white supremacy?
Didn't some of BLM think that some of his quotes aren't inclusive enough, or was it some other group that said that?
BLM thinks that he was the original, like, public coon.
I'm kidding me.
Tariq Nasheed blocked me on Twitter because I quoted Martin Luther King and called me a white supremacist.
Of course he did. His hidden colors, his love of the melanin. Fucking that pseudo historical shit that Tariq Nasheed. Oh my god, that stuff is hilarious. I love it.
I'm
I'm
just waiting for him to actually unironically post the Black Tribes of Israel on his Twitter.
Press 1 if Mockingbird should be naked. There are ones. Just so you know, Mark, you're popular.
Ladies, form an orderly queue. You'll be disappointed in the order of your arrival.
At least not getting people's hopes up, I guess, which is good.
I didn't check the chat and see, but most of the time when I am on a live stream, people ask me if I'm wearing pants. The answer is always no.
That's a good question.
I don't wear pants. I don't like wearing pants. Pants are stupid.
Pants are a tool of the man to keep you down.
Because I'm English, pants are underpants.
Yeah,
yes, we
should say that.
Trousers. Trousers.
Thank you. Trousers. Kex. Kex actually is another word we used to use for trousers.
And slacks.
Yeah.
I don't like wearing
Kex.
Trousers.
Trousers. I hate northern accents. Oh.
I just don't. I like dresses. Pants are stupid.
Is it because you like, I don't know, gender roles or something?
I guess I'm eternally misogynistic. I hate myself and I hate my woman comrades.
No, that's good though. Chicks in pants are fucked. I can't stand chicks that wear pants too.
But it's empowering.
I hate pantsuits. Pants are disgusting. Okay.
It stops being empowering when the reason you're wearing pants is because you've given up on finding a dress that comes in veterinary sizing.
Yes.
Sorry if that's insensitive.
You're disgusting like rolls on your legs.
Is a dress still a dress if you're wearing a parachute?
Yeah. It's circus tent.
Because some of those dresses on some of those rather large girls don't look like dresses.
No, they don't. Like
they're parachute.
Like that TED Talks lady or that TEDx lady.
Oh, the very heavy breather girl that
you literally, yeah, she had to breathe in every single time.
I think she was breaking a sweat breathing.
I think so. I think that's what they.
What was the line? It was a parachute and 2 booted legs of pork.
You're fat shaming. That's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, no.
Save that for Ahmed
Skeptic. Maybe if they were less disgusting, then fat shaming wouldn't be an issue.
But that is disgusting. Imagine her having sex or trying to have sex.
Oh,
I'd rather not, Bearing. God.
And if her husband or boyfriend was fat too, there'd be there'd be limited positions.
I don't know. I really honestly I don't know how
at that point,
but I do know that it does happen.
At that point, let's just imagine a pair of balloons being rubbed together very poorly.
I can do better than this.
It's like
One of
the
my
dumpster outside the fucking liposuction clinic getting
I can trump this. One of my friends in Michigan, she follows someone who is rather large, and she does a lot of eating on her channel, and I think people hate watch her. In a recommended, there's another big, rather large girl. The person, by the way, is Amber Lynn Reed or something. She does a thing called mukbangs, which she just eats on camera for like 30 minutes at a time.
Ew.
But in recommended was another
called
one where she does this thing where she will eat on camera while she's being fucked. And I got sent a link of this once of a girl eating Popeye's chicken while being fucked. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
And is she fat as fuck? Is she really fat?
Oh.
Dude. Things should not be moving like that.
Oh.
Okay? I watched 3 seconds and I threw up in my mouth.
Oh.
Stopped eating.
Jesus. I never got that. I don't get like food with sex. Like it's just weird.
The guy had to forage through her legs to find it.
Oh.
You're just combining multiple loves. You know, I love food. I love sex. I can do all at the same time.
That's disgusting.
By the way, I'm not fat shaming. This is genuinely what the guy did. He actually had to dig to find where he was going.
Oh my
And she
god.
just laid back while everything jiggled, and she carried on eating. Going, oh yeah. No, you weren't really.
No.
It was to the food. I'm sure of it.
I wonder if they make clamps like because so if you like sort of fold through a couple of rolls of fat, you get like a clamp to reinforce that section, so you don't have to redo it. You can just keep tunneling.
Reinforcements for the tunnel.
That is like mining struts, you know, like struts they put in fucking mines as they go. If they don't do it, someone should. It's a good idea. That'll sell. That'll sell.
Apparently, Lush had to apologize for posting things on their, I think, Instagram about how obesity causes like death, and so like people were like really mad because it was like, oh my god, that's so discriminatory. I'm like, yes, it does, though. You're gonna
There's this weird
die.
line though, because we have this thing in that we have a feature a lot in the news about the childhood obesity epidemic, but at some point in the teens, mid to late, it suddenly stops being an obesity problem and it's body positivity.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it? Because I want to find it and erase it. It's all obesity. Sorry, Chunks. Lose some weight.
I mean, seriously, it's my sister. My sister she hates it. She's a nurse and she has to deal with it all the time. And it's just, and she like she had to deal with a lot of it when she worked in, it was medical ICU, which is basically everyone on their last limb. And it's a very depressing place to work. I do not recommend it. And so basically she just saw a lot of people who would basically eaten themselves into death.
Yeah,
It's just awful. It's just disgusting, and stop it. Just
well,
stop.
I think normally they'd get like diabetes and shit like that first. And
Yeah.
start losing things, isn't it?
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
The diabetes.
It's the
I'm Wilford
diabetes.
Brimley, and I've got the diabetes.
What was it? It was in one of the cartoons where it was like there was a Hispanic woman with a really fat son called Diabetro.
That might have been Family Guy.
Yeah, I think no diabeto.
No,
That was Family Guy.
diabetes. No diabetes here. No.
My cousin my cousins had this cat named Diablo, as in like devil, but my other cousin called him Diblablo. Where's Diblablo?
Oh my god.
And they also had another cat. His name was Bamf, as in bitch ass motherfucker. And my cousin, he named him or hit her. It was a girl cat, and Bamf kept getting pregnant by every other cat in the neighborhood. Bamf had like 30 kittens because Bamf was a slut.
Wow.
And the feminists are going to brigade us now because you've slut shamed.
We've also been fat shaming, to be fair.
Hey, we have
doing
not
a
been skeptic
considerable
shaming
amount
at
of
all.
Fat shaming, like at least a couple tons worth of fat shaming.
Megan, I have not skeptic shamed once in this stream.
Trademark. Oh, hang on. Oh, did you see that? Right. Okay. So I did that picture for you with Armored Skeptic in his waistcoat, right? I saw a better one today. Someone had taken the picture of Armored Skeptic in his waistcoat, right, with the button, and they'd overlaid an image of a piece of
tied
pork with rope around it.
I know who did that too.
I couldn't stop laughing.
I know who did that.
Who did it?
He's got too much skepticism.
Cog.
He's got just too much skepticism in his waistcoat.
His skepticism would have gone very well with roast potatoes, gravy, and few other things.
He should have been more skeptic of the sizing on that fucking thing.
Okay, you know what?
Dude,
I feel bad because obviously he's gotten a lot of flack for it, and I'm apparently a sociopathic, empathetic person. He just needs a higher table. Okay, just get a higher table or a lower chair.
I felt bad for him too, though. I felt bad for him. Well, not him. I felt bad for that one button that was struggling.
And I don't feel bad. It looked like it was about to become a projectile.
Such a cunt to so many other creators. I'm sorry.
I know.
I felt unsafe on behalf of the camera lens.
I know. I don't
want to rail on him too much, but dude, that poor button deserves a medal.
Good clothes design. Good clothing design.
Dirty as hell.
Actually, Fiffin did a video on this. He did a video on Skep and on.
That was good to see him back again for
It was a good video as well. And at the end, he mentions the button, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Get a bigger waistcoat.
just get better, bigger clothes, or just lose a little bit of weight, okay?
Or
if you're going to be on the
wear a
internet,
waistcoat when you're sat on a chair that's too high up, but the desk too low.
Yes, like seriously, just
don't
figure it
wear
out.
that waistcoat full stop. There's no reason to wear that waistcoat. Just get one.
But he wants to look skeptical. In a plaid shirt.
No, skeptical. You just look like a fat prick.
Oh, that poor button though. I do want to say I'm not totally against Armored Skeptic, but seriously, clones.
I quite enjoyed Armored Skeptic's video and all that, but he's a fat wanker.
Yeah,
you're right though. He is a fat wanker.
But you know what? He's got one thing going for him. He's not Movie Bob.
Was it Cog that made that picture?
I was going to say he's fucking June. I was going to.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Cog, you're a fucking genius.
What's Cog?
Oh, that was beautiful.
What's he done?
I would say like June, but there's some inconsistency with the whole satiritician thing, so I'm a bit annoyed with her, to be honest.
Hang on.
I don't like or not like anybody, really. I just kind of exist. Literally, like it's like I see a bunch of like people warring against each other on both sides and the whole community.
Oh, yeah.
And I basically just stand in the middle, and I'm friendly with both sides, and I just like, I like and don't like both of you.
So this is what happened, Bering. This is what was being referred to.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that was beautiful. That's
great
perfect representation.
Oh, hang on. I was actually just about to pull that up. I'll present to everyone. There we go. Really amazing. But there's a picture of that on him, though, isn't there?
There is also a picture. Hang on.
Of the ham on him, which was pretty damn good. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it looks like a bulletproof vest.
And
while that, if we're going to fat shame, we have to be consistent.
While that was being put together,
4 Horsemen you're talking about, for fuck's sake, you can't do these to 4 Horsemen.
Oh God, yeah, that was terrible.
And then where is it? There was also this.
Oh yeah, that button though. Oh yeah, that's.
You just have to stop being a smarmy cunt, Greg. That's all we ask.
Well, it's not like anyone asked, not like anyone didn't try to ask.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's. I don't think it's even being a smarmy cunt. I think it's you can be a smarmy cunt. I just think it's fuck, how do I say it? It's the sort of not. Well, it's not exactly. He kind of doesn't laugh at himself. He kind of just takes himself a bit too seriously.
Oh, you mean like how Shoe on Head went off her nut about Jess making a comment about Skep looking a little big?
Yeah. Yeah.
To be honest, she's the perfect white knight, though.
Who made the comment?
Fiffin's girlfriend. Fiffin's girlfriend made the comment.
What did she say? Did she's fat or something?
I'd have to go look it up. But it was basically Skep's looking a little bit chubby, something to that effect.
She went nuts.
To be honest, she's the perfect white knight, though.
Better white knight than me on Kevin Logan's video about you? Was she a better white knight than me on Kevin Logan's video about you?
Yeah, she actually will do. She'll argue in comment sections on anything responding to Skep.
I know.
And she's all over. And your little gay Megan thing was just the most. It just lifted my heart. Defended like that by the vicious Kevin.
He's got the gay Megan, Rob.
He bullied me. By the way, Bering, I have watched the Descent of Manosphere video now, so fuck off.
Oh yeah, was it good?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
Kevin Logan,
That's why I went and watched Kristen Winters for a couple of hours.
Oh my god, I don't like. I honestly cannot wait until I at least get that noticed that someone will make a video.
I didn't do anything to like stand out, so that was interesting to me. I was sitting there thinking, how the fuck did he notice me when I've not really done anything to garner his attention? He could have gone for anyone more interesting, or like, for God's sake, all the people I know, I've always wondered why he's never gone for Bane, and honestly, after all this time, I still don't get it. Why he hasn't done a video of Descent of Manosphere on Bane of all people. I mean, besides the fact he'd get a 10-video omnibus done about Kevin Logan. And they'd all be an hour long each.
But when Shu went nuts at this chick, where did this happen?
It was on Twitter. I'd have to go look it up.
Yeah.
Go find it. Yeah. But didn't you put a picture of it in Discord for me?
I might have done. Let me scroll around and see. Oh, hang on. No, actually, what I'd put the picture of in Discord was a comment that had been made to Fiffin about a year ago.
Oh, right. Lovely.
Let me just share this. So, yeah.
I'll present to everyone first. Hang on. Present. There we go.
And I don't know if if June's comment is still floating around. It's not here, but Jess had said something about using measurements to predict how long until Skeptic's stomach blew his vest out. and then to make this cringier, people have said that Fiffin's tiny cartoon penis is amazing.
Yeah. I need to see that comment thing at some point. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's fine. I think Cog wants attention. Fuck off, cognitive thought. I'm a Teal Deer clone now. And he doesn't like you. Cognitive dissonance. Just thought I'd add that.
Hey, Cog should just to get some extra oppression points so that he can be all progressive stack. He should do a week where he's Wognitive thought so he can be a Western Oriental gentleman.
Yes, do that, please. Just do one video like that anyway. Oh shit! I think the stream's dead now.
Oh.
A quick comment too. Myself and other people in chat are having a hard time hearing Bering. If he could.
Oh yeah.
He's extremely quiet.
Speak up, you cunt.
Sorry, I have a habit of sort of lying, bro.
I'm having
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand a word of that.
I didn't say anything. I loved I don't know why I just remembered this, but my professor, we were talking about how English is like the lingua franca of the world, stuff like that. And we were talking about different accents, and he basically just spent 10 minutes making fun of the Australian accent, and I loved it.
Making fun of it?
Yeah.
You can't make fun of it.
Why not?
It's hard to make fun. It's hard to make fun. It's like it's just a running joke anyway.
Because it's
Bobby.
Oh God!
If you say raise up lights in an English accent, it sounds like razor blades. In
what do you want me to say?
Raise up lights.
If you say
raise lights.
Raise up lights.
If you say beer can in a particular English accent, it sounds like bacon in
beer can.
Jamaican.
Beer can.
It's very Rasta, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you say razor blades.
Razor blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like it when I say it.
Okay, well, fine, whatever. It's just a little
Maybe
party trick.
He just has the wrong particular Aussie accent.
Yeah, you want this deep one like this really round sort of one. That's so gay.
You're gay.
You're fucking gay.
Okay. At least you can have a fight now. Fucking hell. Hashtag drama. Oh, fuck it, I don't know what to do now.
Well, I mean, we could go back to discussing the fact that the OK symbol is now white supremacy, because everything's white supremacy.
Yeah, it is too, isn't it? It is too.
I think everyone should get their avatar to have an OK symbol now, including that girl's robot face there. Just put an OK symbol on it.
OK symbol.
Hang on.
Handshake gesture.
I don't have a camera hand. Flip over my camera.
Oh
yeah.
Now. It's a frog drinking milk, giving the OK sign.
Drinking white supremacy.
It's the unholy trinity. And then if you look at the between the milk and the arm, it's a Illuminati symbol. It's a triangle.
Yeah, there's a triangle there, and there's a triangle for the spout of the milk, and his head is a triangle.
Oh my God!
Ooh, that's
Illuminati confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere.
Is this OK thing? Is the OK thing a 4chan thing?
Yeah, it came off of 4chan. They were like, let's troll
people
media.
fall for it. Again, oh
they
my
trolled
God.
them again.
They're so good at that.
Yep.
The media are just so gullible.
They're awful. They're fucking the worst. I hate them.
Journalists in general just suck. They're just gullible.
Yeah.
And I hate them. I hate it. I look at it. I'm like, I loved you once. I loved you so much.
You keep telling your future colleagues that.
Yeah. Seriously, I just want to punch them all in the face.
And this story is apparently being pushed by a senior reporter for Fusion.net.
Yeah. Well, I think that they definitely are fake news now. So.
Are there any actual news sites that are considered like real news?
I'm gonna say who isn't fake news?
Russia Today. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Anything that comes from the desk of Kim Jong-un.
I actually literally was at this thing. My mom, I was doing it for my mom. I was supporting my mom, and she was at this women's studies thing. She's not women's studies, but she did her dissertation about something involving women, and so I went there to support her. But the keynote speaker was this woman, Pat.
So you went to a feminist rally, yeah?
Basically, an academic feminist rally. And the keynote speaker basically said, when asked like, what can you do to help journalism? She said, she basically brought up Al Jazeera as the perfect model. And I was like, what the Al Jazeera? Are you fucking kidding me? She's like, yeah, it's all funded by like this really rich Qatar family. I'm like, yeah, it's the royal family of Qatar. Of course, Is that? Are you really want
Is that who
Or-
Al
Al Jazeera?
Jazeera?
Are you suggesting they might have a bias?
Maybe I don't know.
Perhaps
I'm not sure.
in much the same way that Fox may have a bias that relates to the ownership of it?
I don't know.
Nah, Fox is
not
neutral.
sure.
Everyone loves them. You don't make
Fox is
fun of them at all.
great.
So is
I
BBC
feel like
Four.
actually, yeah. Sky News is great. CNN's great. MSNBC is great.
What's the what are the like main news sources out in Australia land place?
Australia?
Oh, they're much the same. There's a lot of them have got Australian editions, like Australian branches. So.
Well, other
I know
than
that,
even BBC,
What's that?
isn't there an Australian broadcasting network or something as well?
Yeah. There's an ABC. They're pretty popular.
Well, I know that. I mean, obviously, you've got the different types of state-run media. I mean, America doesn't have one technically geared towards America. We have Voice of America, but Voice of America is geared
NPR.
towards. Well, yeah, but yeah, and we obviously have PBS, but I think that NPR and PBS are like they're not similar in the same way as a news station such as BBC is. I mean, BBC is it's for a different reason than Voice of America. It's towards both the UK and also towards the rest of the world, and then Voice of America is just to the rest of the world. And we also have, we Radio Free Asia, we have Al Hurra, we have Radio Sawa, we have all of the different types of stations, and so I don't know. I mean, you've got. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I'm really hungry right now.
She's about to get hangry.
The thing about the ABC in Australia is it's and I don't know if it's similar with the BBC being like the native fucking government sort of channel, but it's just overrun with feminists and fucking SJs. It's ridiculous.
Mm. No, but you need to focus on the right now. That's what everyone needs to focus on.
Oh yeah,
because Trump's the president.
Oh yeah. But then isn't everything on the right now unless you're extremely far left? I've seen those pictures of people who say that you have the center, and then the center gets skewed further and further.
Yeah, it's called the Overton window.
In another direction.
Yeah.
And right now, as somebody who is to the right of Stalin, I'm considered to be far right wing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Congratulations.
I mean, if you aren't, if you're not gonna get your little red book and pledge your allegiance to Chairman Mao.
Oh my God! You did that in Parliament. One of the Labour guys threw the red book at George Osborne in Parliament. They did that to him. That was last year before the Brexit vote, and it was during a budget discussion, I think.
Oh my God!
And one of the guys in the Labour Party threw the book across. Or was it the other way around? No, it was to George Osborne, and it was so fucking cringy and hilarious.
I have someone that I know in real life. I'm in this conservative group on my campus because every other group is stupid. And while at a French election viewing party, yes, I went to a French election viewing party.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, there was free alcohol. I got really drunk in the middle of the day.
Oh, go figure.
I think this is the exact conversation we had last time about this. And at the same time, I've gone, yeah, no, fair enough. Back off.
Yeah, but no, this one guy who is a total Anglophile. He is in love with Britain and Nigel Farage, and he wears bow ties and fucking. He looks gay as fuck.
Please don't say it's because of the bow tie, because that wouldn't be the only reason. But it's not the worst.
He was wearing a velvet jacket the other day, and I said, "Okay, if bow ties aren't gay, that is gay."
Was it you that tweeted out about our bow ties gay?
Yes, that was because we were trying to.
Was that why you tweeted that out?
Yes.
They're definitely gay.
Because I was really triggered by that. I was triggered.
Why do you wear a bow tie?
Well,
Yeah,
my
he
avatar
does.
does, yes.
Well, okay.
It's a ducky bow tie.
I feel like bow ties in like certain places like Britain are fine. They're not gay, but in America,
Yeah,
they're
like
fucking
most
gay.
of it. Dude, I've seen people wearing Burberry and looking like the biggest pricks on the planet, and they could still wear a bow tie and look cool.
No, but this guy.
If I see someone wearing a bow tie these days, I think they're lesbian. Only lesbians wear bow ties.
Well, because of Ashley, that Ashley Hardell girl.
There's lots of them. They just wear bow. That's a lesbian thing now.
Oh, that's nice. Lesbians have appropriated the bow
Quimby.
tie. It's now part of their uniform.
Is she still calling herself Quimby?
No, I think she
Fuck
changed
knows.
back. Someone told me she's changed back after like a week and a half.
Oh, look at that. A teenager flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but this guy, oh, you go on.
No, please.
Oh no, this guy is just obsessed with Britain and like seriously.
Well, if he wants to trade, I can send some people over there. He can come here, and then we'll just have him stabbed.
Yeah. But
We're tolerant like that.
he does bring up a valid point with the banter that is in British politics. I think that we need more banter in American politics. Less religion, more banter.
I think he hasn't watched Parliament enough recently, because what he might think is banter, the rest of us just call irrelevant heckling.
Yeah, well, true.
Like I watch Parliament quite a bit because I have no life, and all I ever hear is just shouting over people. Like, the speaker has to tell them, "Shut up." These people have to be heard. Shut up.
I feel like I honestly, my first point does hold true. I think that we need less religion in politics in America.
Oh,
Stop talking about Jesus. I'm a freaking Christian. Stop talking about Jesus. I get enough of it at home.
Don't you love Jesus?
I do actually. Well, actually, funny story. I was at this. I grew up in a Christian school, and we used to sing this song called "Do You Love Jesus?" And yeah, we were so cool. And this one, you would single out one person, and then everyone would ask, "Do you love Jesus deep down in your soul?" And then they would say, "Yes, I love Jesus deep down in my soul." Because I mean that's the coolest thing you can do. And so so there's one time I was singled out and I didn't want to do it, so I just kept saying no, and then by the time it turned silent for me to say yes, I said no on accident. So in front of my school, I disavowed Jesus.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What was that line from The Simpsons? Be careful, children. She may take other forms.
I never understood religion. I couldn't. We had it in middle school, not primary school. So I only encountered it when I was 10, and they were singing "What Jesus gives us the water of life." And I'm like, no, I'm in advanced classes. I know where water really comes from.
Religion definitely makes you stupid.
I actually there are some songs, and I love the cheesy Christian songs because they just.
Oh God.
Oh, I mean, obviously, well, Sargon in his recent video had or his Social Justice is Uncool video had Jesus Christ is my nigga video. That is actually fake, first of all, and it makes me sad that it is. But we do have some really awful raps that I've heard in my lifetime, but also songs like. And I'm not going to sing it, but it's the lyrics are, "We're a rainbow made of Christians. We're an army for the Lord. We know weapons that can harm you. Christian love is much too strong."
And anything by Creed.
Yes.
Creed are awesome, and everyone knows it. They're like Nickelback. They're amazing.
Creed is the religious version of Nickelback.
Trigger everyone. I like Nickelback. No, I don't really.
If you like Nickelback, I'm going to have to come over there and slap you until you get your head straightened around.
You know I don't really shut up.
What's wrong with Nickelback?
What?
Everything?
Everything.
I don't mind. Honestly, I don't actually mind Creed that much, to be honest. I don't really mind them. Just because that religiously music, it's meh. It's not really an issue. But Nickelback, come on.
They have a few good things. Come on.
Theory of a Puddle of Nickel Creed.
Okay, I did have to review one of their albums at uni. I had to review the one with the song "Something in Your Mouth," and that's the very first song I heard on the album, and I couldn't stop laughing. I think it was. That song made me laugh. I'll give you that.
See, there you go. They're not all bad.
How many albums they had now? They only have one that I liked.
They're releasing another one this summer.
Oh God!
I think they're up to 5 now.
No, it must be 7 or 8 by now.
I don't know. I try to ignore the fact that they're from Canada.
Like it matters.
Here you go,
It's
Megan.
actually the one thing that we remember, and we remember solely so that we can then blame Canada for their existence.
Canada.
If you're going to blame Canada,
Pakistan.
pick something like Trudeau, okay? Or Bieber,
Pakistan.
or Mariah Carey, or not Mariah Carey. What's her name?
Celine
It's
Dion.
Kanakistan. What's this? Oh, that's the hunger strike thing where they
Yep.
eat even if they've.
They can
Even
tag
when
people
they're
in
hungry.
to take their place because they're hungry. And the Yale College Republicans have set up a fundraising barbecue right beside them.
Dude, I would actually make a ring of like kiosks, all making fresh food, like pizzas and burgers and everything. Have barbecues everywhere.
I would
really
figure
test that
out if
hunger
there's.
strike.
I would get a taco truck, like I would rent it and I'd pull up just to dick with them.
I did this something
My,
similar with a housemate who went vegan for a couple of weeks, and I was like, I don't believe you for a second. So I switched out their supposed vegan meat with real meat and inserted into their fake meat products, including gravy, which was supposedly vegan, some shit. And I was like, no, we're not having this. So I switched it with something a bit more meaty because I was a cunt when I was 23.
To be fair,
my
in the UK, there was an uproar over the new bills, like the new money, having like it was not vegan, and people were actually complaining about it.
It's got animal
Tallow.
fat. I don't mind. I didn't want to. I obviously feel a little bit guilty now, but at the same time, I was almost certain it was just a phase. Because within about a week, she caved in and she stole pizza from me while I was eating a meat feast pizza in front of her. I mean, this thing had extra everything on. I was like, oh no. She snatched it and went upstairs with it. That's right.
see when I eat pizza, you know what I get on it?
Pineapple.
Rum.
Yeah, a lot of pineapple. Just a lot of pineapple. Just pineapple, not ham. Just pineapple.
1 second.
It's still
And
better
I also
than whatever
microwave
that-
my tea. I also
there was-
microwave my tea.
Yeah, there was that New Zealand thing where like somebody was putting like a can of ravioli on their pizza. It's like, what? No.
Wait,
That's
Hang on, hang
awful.
on. Is that like the tin stuff with the tomato sauce rather than actual?
Yeah,
decent ravioli?
they put some tin. I can't remember what it was, but it was absolutely disturbing.
I've
make-
seen like
I make very
meatballs on
good
pizza. Awesome.
homemade pizza. I make very good homemade pizza.
So do I, but I don't ever go so far as to be a retard and put pineapple on it.
No, that's blasphemy.
Oh, here
As
you
I've
go.
already stated. As
the
I've already
New
stated,
Zealand-
if you like to put pineapple on pizza, you may as well save your money and lick out the insides of a flavored used condom.
It's just
There's your
mean.
sweet and salty fix.
So apparently the pizza that he made not only had pineapple on it, but it had tinned spaghetti.
What?
Do you need me to share this? Because it's
That's disgusting.
and it was the New Zealand Prime Minister, no less.
Oh my god.
all
Like,
goddamn
I'd
people.
screenshot it.
Okay, New Zealand
What
is a
is
degenerate
that?
place.
Why is that allowed to exist as a country? Australia, why aren't you fixing this?
New Zealand is degenerate. They need to
Hang on,
stop.
isn't Bering from Australia? Fix this.
Yeah. I mean,
Wherever
just
you
look at
are.
all the feminists that come out of New Zealand. You got
Clementine,
Kim,
you
you
only
got
have to think
Michael,
of
and you got Antifa, Pillsbury Doughboy.
I think just thinking of Tim's enough, isn't it? Although, does he actually identify as a feminist?
I
No,
don't
he
know
does
anymore.
not. He just identifies
doesn't,
as a cuck.
I think he identifies as a that or a troll, I guess.
Am I allowed to feel bad if it turns out that in a couple of years his wife has started dating one of the All Blacks?
He's being spit roasted every night by them. Tim will develop some sudden Jungle Fever. Be so happy.
I mean, I'm surprised that Tim and Michael haven't gone game for each other. They seem pretty.
Honestly, I think Tim's far more masculine than Michael.
Yes. Although apparently, I mean, Michael loves the ladies.
I was very
He's
triggered
a
when I saw
fucking-
Michael playing guitar without any clothes on or whatever it was, because I thought
Oh my God.
that was a waste of a beautiful guitar.
Oh, yeah. He's disgusting.
And why is Barry not here to agree with me?
Disgusting. He's a
I wonder
disgusting
if Baron's
human being.
fallen asleep.
He's degenerate. He's
Probably.
that's what it is.
I mean, I'm a left-handed guitar player, but I could have flipped that guitar. But it would have needed a hazmat suit to play again.
Seriously. He's
That was very problematic.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think because I've been up since about 6 a.m., I'm actually going to end this now. If that's cool.
It's still with me.
You're a robot, of course you agree. Did you want to promote your channel before we leave?
I'm Batgirl and I'm better than you. So
She is
subscribe to
better than me. Yeah. I can confirm. Although she has yet to get Kevin Logan's attention. So suck on that.
Yeah.
Oh, and everyone should go subscribe to Mockingbird, even though he's not here at the moment. Not Baron, because he's fucked off or gone to sleep.
Yeah, he's a cunt. He needs to seriously get his act together.
Yeah. We're going now. Bye-bye.